L'esprit de coopération. Il se porte très bien dans les coopératives d'habitation du Canada, grâce à des membres actifs et à un leadership moral solide. Se présenter à un poste du conseil d'administration est un exercice à la fois stimulant et gratifiant. C'est également une occasion de croître au plan personnel, d'apprendre et de faire une différence importante dans sa communauté.
The great thing about taking your job as a director seriously and finding the right balance between your role and that of the members in your management is that you get so much more out of it.
But it would still go to board for that approval.
The core thing for boards is to understand that what good governance looks like, and also that it's not only challenging, but it's important work.
All in favor?
When we all start, we have this idea in the back of our minds that, well, maybe we can't do this, maybe it's something we really can't accomplish. But I think it's important to remember that even though new directors may be new to the co-op, everybody comes with life experiences, and you can draw on your life experiences to help you.
Nobody comes in fully experienced as a director, and it's not something you're going to learn in one day. It's going to happen over time.
Good governance turns just an ordinary housing corporation into a community that's strong, that cares about its members, that sees its primary role as providing good service.
C'est grâce à cette volonté de servir les autres que les membres des conseils des coopératives deviennent des chefs de file dans leur communauté. Puisqu'ils ont une responsabilité très importante, les administrateurs sont appelés à prendre des décisions fondées sur le respect des autres et sur les principes qui représentent le fondement des coopératives.
Once a director is elected, they inherit a duty of trust. They have a duty in law to put their own interests aside and act in the best interests of the co-op. And everything they do has to be consistent with the rules or the bylaws of the co-op and the act under which they're incorporated. In almost any other kind of co-op, directors go to meetings, they talk to members, they have disputes, they behave well, they behave badly. When it's all over, they go home. In a housing co-op, you are home. And members see every day how their directors handle both the business of the co-op and how they interact with their neighbors. And if they see that directors are in office because they seek a special privilege or an advantage from their position, then that is more obvious in a housing co-op than it is in any other type of organization. So the relationship of trust that has to exist between members and directors is a fragile one.
For me, it's more of a perception versus reality. I would never want it to be perceived that I was receiving more benefits. I always felt for myself a bit more under the microscope, a bit more like I need to represent. You need to look inside and make sure you're doing it for the right reasons.
I think for directors, I think you earn respect by not just talking the talk, but by walking the walk. I mean, you have to believe in the principles, you have to believe in what you're doing, and you actually have to do it.
But I'd say the overarching characteristic is strategic, that boards need to be looking at plans for the co-op, where they want the co-op to go in line with the members' vision of the co-op. And they need to provide clear instructions to management on how to carry that out.
The board is there to reach a consensus and provide a direction for the ship, but not necessarily hoist the sails and mop the deck. There's lots of work to do. It's great when a board can provide good direction.
Well, if you take every minor issue to the board of directors, then you're going to be there for a good long time, and you can be assured that the business of the board is not going to be done.
They can't drill down into the details. They have to see it from an overview to the betterment of the entire co-op.
Les membres du conseil doivent donc se concentrer sur la vue d'ensemble et laisser le reste aux gestionnaires qualifiés. Les gestionnaires utilisent leurs compétences et leur formation pour compléter le rôle général du conseil.
They come with a vast skill set. They are not only good administrators, but they also have to be excellent communicators. They deal with members on a day-to-day basis, and our members come with many different social issues when they come into the co-ops, and being able to respond to those issues with compassion, with integrity, and with knowledge is extremely important.
Certainly we believe that professional management should always be applied to the finances and always applied to the physical maintenance of the property, because without expert help those two things will suffer very quickly.